Good morning students. I am your maths teacher. I am Thomas Michael Johnny. Now we are going to see the chapter 4, that is inverse trigonometric functions. What is trigonometry? Trigonometry is nothing but relation between lines and angles. Where is it used? Calculating tides and waves altitude, measure the building heights, video games also. Now, at present, to calculate the speed of Puravi cyclone also. Then, trigonometry has 6 ratios. We know that 6 ratios, no? Sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosecant theta, cot theta, secant theta. These 6 ratios are there. So, now the angles in standard position. Here 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree and also 360 degree. Here we have only 360 degree, but now we have to take 720 degree. 720 degree means another circle. Circle means here 720 degree. Okay. Now we have to see the first quadrants. This is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, this is fourth quadrant. So first quadrant we have 0 degree plus theta, and second quadrant 90 degree minus, first quadrant, first type 0 plus theta, second type 90 minus theta. For example 30 degree, 0 plus 30 is equal to 30 degree. So we have to 0 to 90 degree, no? 30 degree placed in first quadrant, and also 90 minus 60 is equal to also 30 degree. So 30 degree placed on here. So second quadrant 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta. Third quadrant 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta. Fourth quadrant 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta, and also 0 minus theta. Another one 720 minus theta also here is going on. So now we have to find which one is positive or negative. We have 6 ratios now: sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, cot theta. All shortcut of these identities, all students take coffee. That means all students take coffee. Some function, all students take coffee. So sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosecant theta, secant theta, cot theta, first quadrant is positive. Second quadrant sin theta and cosecant theta only positive. Second quadrant sin theta and cosecant theta, that is reciprocal of sin theta. Cosecant theta is reciprocal of sin theta. And first letter t, here t. So tan theta and cot theta. Cot theta is a reciprocal of tan theta. So here third quadrant cot and tan theta is positive, and coffee first letter is C. So here cos theta and secant theta is positive. How to find out trigonometric values? So we have to follow the 5 steps: which quadrant, and second one positive or negative, third one change or no change, fourth one angle only, fifth one value of angle. So first, which quadrant means we have 4 quadrants, no? For example 120 degree is, we are splitting 90 plus theta or 30 degree. 90 plus 30 means 120 degree. 120 degree is second quadrant means 90 plus theta, no? So we have to split 90 plus theta. The major angle is 0 degree, 90 degree, 180 degree, 270 degree and 360 degree. We are splitting these angles only. So first, which quadrant? Second quadrant, no? Then positive or negative. Sin is positive or negative? Here sin is positive. So positive. Then 90 degree. change or third one is change or no change. Change means 90 to 270 degree. We need to nod your head 90 to 270. 90 to 270 means up to down. I am asking change or no change. You are nod your head 90 to 270. You are nodding 90 to 270 means change. So we have to change. Sine change to cos. Sine change to cos. So here 360 and 180, 0, 180. Anything is okay. So I am asking it is change or not. 180 to 360 degree or 0 degree. You are nodding your head no. So we are using no change. Here 90 degree means we have to change sine to cos. Sine to cos. Sine to cos. Tan to cot. Secant to cosecant. Cosecant to secant. Something like that. We have to change sine to cos. Cos to sine. Tan to cot. Cot to tan. Cosecant to secant. Secant to cosecant. And fourth one angle only. Cos 30 degree. This is the angle. 30 degree is the angle. Cos 30. Value of the angle. Cos 30 degree means root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 2. This is angle in position. How to find out these values? No. Which quadrant? We have to follow 5 steps. First one which quadrant, second one positive or negative, third one change or no change, fourth one angle only, fifth one value of angle. Okay, what is inverse? Sin theta is equal to x means theta is equal to sin inverse x. This is difference between sin theta and sin inverse. For example, sin 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. What? Sin 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. So 30 degree is equal to sin inverse of sin 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2, which implies 30 degree is equal to sin inverse of 1 by 2. Definition. Periodicity. A real valued function f is periodic if there exists a number p greater than 0 such that for all x in the domain of f, x plus p is in the domain of f and f of x plus p is equal to f of x. What? F of x plus p is also f of x. The smallest of all such numbers is called period of the function f. For instance, here sin x, cos x, cosecant x, secant x and e power ix are periodic function with period 2 pi. 2 pi radians, whereas tan x and cot x are periodic function with period pi radians. Sin x and cos x, sin x, cos x, cosecant x, secant x and e power ix period is 2 pi, but tan x, cot x period is pi only. Now we see about odd and even function. A real valued function f is an even function if for all x in the domain of f, minus x is also in the domain of f and f of minus x is equal to f of x. F of minus x is equal to f of x. And a real valued function f is an odd function if for all x in the domain of f, the domain of f and f of minus x is equal to minus f of x. For instance, x cube, sin x, cosecant x, tan x, cot x are all odd functions, whereas x square, cos x, secant x are even functions. X cube, sin x, cosecant x, tan x, cot x are all odd. X square, cos x, secant x are even. This is the trigonometric function, domain and range. Sin x real numbers, close bracket minus 1 to 1, cos x real number, this is also minus 1 to 1, tan x, cosecant x, secant x, cot x, and so on so. Okay, my dear. My dears, this table x in radian, y is equal to sin x. You already known that, no? That is sin 0 is equal to 0, sin 30 degree is equal to pi by 2, and sin 45 degree is equal to 1 by root 2. I repeat it, sin 0, 0, sin 30, 1 by 2, sin 45, 1 by root 2, sin 60, root 3 by 2, sin 90, 1, and so on. My dear students, this is sine curve. This sine curve means 0 to sin 0, 0, and up and going to up to wave. This is 0 to, sorry, this is the period. Here also we mentioned that 0 to 2 pi. Here sin x, no, so 0 to 2 pi. Otherwise tan x 0 to pi. My dears, this is 0 to 2 pi curve. 0 to going to pi and 2 pi. This is the period. This is the amplitude and 3 pi by 2, so and so. This 0 to 2 pi is called a cycle. Its amplitude is definition 4.3. For minus 1 less than or equal to 1. For minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1, define sin inverse x as the unique number y in closed bracket minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 such that sin y is equal to x. In other words, the inverse sine function sin inverse from minus 1 to 1 closed bracket minus 1 to 1 from closed bracket minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 is defined by sin inverse x is equal to y if and only if sin y is equal to x and y belonging to minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 closed bracket minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2. I already told that, no, sin inverse of x is equal to y means sin y is equal to x. Other things please read it carefully, ma'am. Then this fifth and sixth is important. Sixth one is very important. The restricted domain minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 is called the principal domain of sine function, and the values of y is equal to sin inverse x comma minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1 are known as principal values of the function y is equal to sin inverse of x. The principal domain minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 closed bracket, and also minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. This is the principal value. Principal value is minus 1 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 1. My dears, this is the sine inverse function. This is the sine inverse curve. Please see carefully. Here x-axis minus 1 to 1 and y-axis minus pi by 2 pi by 2. So the curve is cutting by 0 comma 0 and is going to y onwards. My dears, see here. First one 4.7 figure is sin x and 4.8 is sin inverse and 4.9 is sin inverse x and sin x is merged these two figures. Then here y is equal to x. This is the mirror image. We called as this is the mirror image. Now we are moving example 4.1. Find the principal value of sin inverse of minus 1 by 2 in radians and degrees. Solution. Let sine inverse of minus 1 by 2 is equal to y. Then sine y is equal to minus 1 by 2. Here sine inverse is going to right hand side, so sine inverse of y is equal to minus 1 by 2. The range of the principal value of sine inverse x is close bracket minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2, and hence let us find y belonging to minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 now, so that sine y is equal to minus 1 by 2. Clearly y is equal to minus pi by 6. Here y is equal to sine inverse of sine is going to right hand side, so y is equal to sine inverse of minus 1 by 2. So sine 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2. So sine 30 degree is equal to 1 by 2 means here minus, so minus 30 degree. So thus the principal value of sine inverse minus 1 by 2 is minus pi by 6. Pi means 180 degree. 180 by 6 is equal to 30. Here minus, so we have to put minus. This corresponds to 30 degree.